ask me, Amanda, how are you so confident? Like, how? This is how.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.
Welcome to episode 12 of the SayPleasePodcast, where ask and you shall receive. But first, say please. My name is Deidra.
And I'm Amanda. Our affirmation for the day is life is short. Work hard this year and win.
The Say Please podcast is sponsored fully by us, two girls pursuing their passions by leaning into their learnings and promoting positivity. Our word of the day is thankful. Sponsored by my Aunt Laura, who helped me come up with the word of the day. Thankful. I'll go by the definition.
Yeah, let's read the definition of thankful.
It's a very cut and dry definition. It's so.
But maybe Google will have something new for us. Let's see what's going on.
Something. Pleased and relieved. Example, they were thankful that the war was finally over.
Pleased and relieved. Okay, that's a different definition. That's different than I thought it was going to say.
Pleased.
Because when I think of thankful, I think of something.
Well, something similar says expressing gratitude and relief. Yeah, that's another definition.
Relief, though, I guess I think of thankful as in like, oh, I have gratitude. I guess I don't think of thankful so much as like being relieved about something. But yeah, I mean,
you mean thankful when you lay your head on the bed at the end of the day?
Thankful about what?
Thankful to be back in the bed. Thankful for the day you had.
Relieved, yeah. That you're.
I think it would be gratitude. Yeah. You can be like that. Amanda, what does thankful mean to you?
What does thankful mean to me? Like I
said
when I think of the word thankful, I think of being full of thanks, meaning gratitude, being full of gratitude, feeling gratitude. Yeah. I whenever I think of the word thankful, I think of those like cheap signs you buy at like Dollar General or TJ Maxx. It's like a wood sign and it's got burned in it. Thankful.
I feel like that kind of describes my family, but at the same time, that's my family.
That's what I think of.
But your feelings are valid, so I totally get that. Which is another definition I just read. Our subject for today's episode, and something I can be thankful for, and something we're thankful to teach, is how to be confident. Ooh.
I have so much to say about this.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, actually, possibly
so
not.
Do you want me to go into what confidence means to us, or do you want me to go through a few examples real quick? What do you think?
You know what? Before you go into examples, I have something I want to say about this.
What are you going to say?
Have you ever seen, this is how, if people ask me, Anna, how are you so confident? Like, how did you learn how to be confident? And I always quote this line from the TV show. You ever seen Euphoria?
I love Euphoria.
Freaking love Euphoria. It's so good.
So good.
It's like so dramatic.
It's so good it hurts.
So dramatic. And it walks the line.
True comedy walks the line. It just teeters on the line.
People
I love
bitch about the show saying it crosses the line.
It's like a wave. You go in and out on the ocean.
They're like, oh, it's crude and it's too much.
I like it a lot.
But I like it because it's so
intense.
dramatic, and I love the intensity and the drama.
Yes, and that's what confidence is.
Like, side note, I really like how that show. It's almost as if like the whole show is one long music video. Music videos are very like cinematic.
Very. You know that the one girl's husband is the director, right? The girl that plays not Maddie, the brunette, the dark, small, the it girl.
Oh, Maddie.
Is her name Maddie?
Yeah.
That's not Sydney Sweeney's character?
No.
Oh yeah, Maddie's husband is the director.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
wow.
He is. Oh yeah, makes sense, right? Makes sense.
Well, that ties in perfectly because Maddie has a line in the show, and I thought it was such a cool line. Like, I don't know, she's like talking to some other girl, and some other girl is like, I don't know how to be confident. How do you be so confident? And she said to the girl, well, the thing about confidence is nobody knows if it's real or not. And
That's
that is
good.
so freaking true. Like, people are like, I don't know how to be confident. You don't have to know how to be confident. You literally just have to decide to be confident, because there's no such thing as, because it doesn't matter if it's real.
I always say confidence is a choice.
It
It's a
is.
choice. Happiness is also a choice, but I won't get into that.
Even if
But
I don't feel confident,
confidence is a choice.
I just freaking pretend like I'm confident.
Fake it till you make it.
People don't know the difference.
Mhm.
They don't know the difference.
They don't.
So you don't have to actually feel confident in order to be confident.
I've never been as confident in my life as I am right now. I feel so confident right now. I feel so good. Life is so good.
But
it's great.
good.
But everyone's like, but you exude confidence. You put yourself out there on social media. Bigger girl, and you wear your legs out, your boobs out. So it's like, I need to breathe, you know? Like, I really do. But now, even changing the way I dress, that's why my fashion is such a love story to myself. Like, how I got here. I want to do an episode on that. How I got my fashion journey. People are like, I think they see by the way I dress and they're like, she exudes confidence. But like, I only dress for who I look at in the mirror. I dress for me. So I can look at myself and be like, you look great. Like, God, you look cute. And it's fun. It's like literally a way to express myself creatively. My favorite way to express myself creatively. So you can be confident, and like, you can exude confidence and not be truly confident. Yeah. No one knows. That's a good quote. I like that. So no one knows.
Just like,
I'm looking for my water.
I know it's easier said than done, really. It's not necessarily easy, but it's simple.
One of my favorite guys on TikTok that I follow for like health motivation is like, it's not easy, but it is simple. Yeah. It's not easy, but it is simple.
It's not easy to just like be like, I'm just gonna act like I'm confident right now. But it's that simple. It's just go. It's really that simple.
Like, oh my gosh, looking in the mirror. Oh my gosh, that's another example. And that's why you should assumptions, like, people can assume whatever they want. Like, people think when I would work at Phonies that when I would look in the mirror, because like, you know how the pillar that kept the building up, barely up, because in a strip mall, they had mirrors on it, and I would look in the mirror and like dance at myself, and they thought I was really just into myself, like really self-centered, because I would dance at myself. Mirror work, it's my shadow work, because I had bad anxiety.
Also, who cares?
So, I know, who
People
cares?
think I'm into myself all the time. My family likes to say that to me. Amanda, you're so into yourself. Okay, sure. You can think that if you want to.
I talked to you about that when we first, like, we're talking about wearing makeup every day, and now I started wearing makeup every day. It's like, well, are you like into yourself? And you're like, no, it's because I don't think everyone deserves to see my bare face. I'm like, ooh, I like that thought process. And that's why I should assume why you want to wear makeup.
Part of confidence for me is image control. I like to curate my image.
You do curate it.
And that makes me feel confident, because I know what I got going on, because I have intentionally like made it so.
Oh wait, I think you're dropping a gem that I need to hear. Whoa. Because you do like you are a character. But like, how do you differentiate between the character and who you really are? Like, are you?
Who cares about who I really am? I was thinking about that the other day, because sometimes I think about, oh my gosh, like, and because you know, my grandmother always likes to say that I'm always playing a part. I'm always playing, even
she said it earlier.
my friend Jose, when I danced with him, he said, Amanda.
Jose number 1 or Jose number 2?
Big Jose.
I love how you call him Big Jose. Is he older or taller?
He's older.
Both. Oh, both.
I know 2 Joses. We're talking about Big Jose. Big Jose, he said to me, he's like, Amanda, when
shout out Jose.
I know, for real.
Love Jose.
Love you, Jose. He said, whenever I'm dancing with you, I feel like you're performing. Like, I want you to just dance as yourself. And I thought in my head, like, when I am performing, I am being myself, because that's who I am. I'm a performer.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. You're an entertainer.
That's who I am. I feel the most myself when I am performing. So yeah, like, my grandmother could say to me, Amanda, you're always play acting. You're always being an actress. That's who I am. So therefore, like, I am being myself. Like, who is the real Amanda? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares? Because all I know is that I love who I am, and I love the way that I am. And if I'm just acting the whole who cares? I'm happy. I'm happy, and I love myself.
And that is part of confidence, is loving
I know
yourself.
who I am. I am a performer. I'm an actress.
It's knowing yourself. It's also positive self-talk. Like even when you're saying like, I know myself, I love myself, like consciously replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations about yourself and your abilities. Celebrating your achievements. You are an actress. Yes, you are. No matter how small or how big, we celebrate achievements. Us celebrating our 10th episode the other day. Self-care. Prioritizing your physical and mental well-being through healthy habits like exercise, good nutrition, and relaxation techniques. That's why when like my lifestyle change I've been on, happy to be here on this change. I'm blessed to go to the gym. I'm blessed to eat healthy. It's a privilege. It's a
But
privilege.
also, it's like kind of hard to be confident when you're unhealthy and depressed
Hello.
and stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm sorry if you want to be a confident person, yet you're like eating foods that make you feel like crap all the time, and you're always stressed out and not doing anything to relax yourself, and you're just like depressed all the time and not doing it. I'm sorry, you can't be confident unless I have discovered that I can be confident when I'm depressed if I treat it like an aesthetic. Sometimes if I'm depressed, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a sad girl, and I'm just gonna do sad girl things and look out the window with just lean into it.
You know what?
I'm gonna be depressed and I'm gonna just do it.
That's
I'm not feeling bad about myself while I'm depressed. Like people, they beat themselves up because they're depressed. Like if you're gonna be depressed
and feel it and feel it through your feelings.
Don't be.
Usually I'm always very sad on every birthday, and the birthday before then I was sad because I'm always sad on my fucking birthday. Sad girl. It's just sad girl, so sad. So I sat in it and it was raining, so it was really an aesthetic.
You can
So I'm like,
it.
I'm looking out the rain, I'm crying, I'm sad, and then I got tired of crying.
That takes the weight out of it. Mm-hmm. If you make something an aesthetic, like it takes the weight out of it.
Yeah, it does.
You know, like for real though.
It's
like,
the vibe.
I used to beat myself
it's the
up
character.
because I was like, I mean, people used to always tell me, oh my god, Amanda, like you're so sad all the time, like you're crying all the time, you're so emotional, you're such a Pisces, and they'd make me feel like I was less than or like I was wrong for being that way. But then I was like, you know what? Like let me just like lean into it and just be like, you know what? That's right. I'm a sad bitch. That's my aesthetic. Like, just let me be a sad bitch.
Let me be sad.
Let me enjoy it. Let me listen to my sad songs because I love sad songs. Let me stare out the window when it's raining and with a glass of wine and just be all melancholy because I freaking love it. Okay,
I freaking can.
And that takes the weight out of it.
I like
it. It
that.
makes it a little less awful, and when it feels a little less awful, that's when you can get out of it. That's when I got out of. You know, because there was a point in my life when I was super insecure, super depressed. I got out of it, but I stopped fighting it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to freaking lean into it and enjoy it and be like, yes, I am a sad bitch.
If you're second guessing something, lean into it. Just do it. Forget it. Who cares? Leaning into it's good advice. Another thing to help build confidence is to learn new skills. Continuously challenging yourself by acquiring new knowledge and abilities, which can boost your sense of competent communication techniques, playing the guitar, learning, giving myself the ability, giving myself the chance to be a beginner at something. Like it's okay that you're not that good at it yet. You just started. It's okay. And taking a deep breath and not giving up at it and like watching myself achieve new goals has been so exciting for me. Yeah. And realistic goals at that, because that's another part of building self-confidence. And that's a gem. That has helped a lot with my weight loss. Is setting realistic goals. My goal is not to go to the gym 5 days a week, an hour a day, like an hour each time. That's not my goal. My goal is to go 3 to 4 days a week, 30 minutes minimum, sometimes 45 minutes minimum. Those are my goals. Very realistic because I'm my biggest fan but my worst critic, help getting discouraged. And so I have to reassure myself by setting goals, but realistic goals. Like
learning new skills is important, but also in building self-confidence, you need to do things that scare you. And
oh god, that's scary.
Because if you do something that scares you and then you find out, hey, I'm okay, I did it and I'm still alive, I'm okay, the world didn't fall apart, my life isn't over, the world didn't end, then you keep having that experience of doing something scary and okay, it turned out okay. And then soon like you start just like feeling confident about everything. You're not really afraid of much because you know that no matter what you do, even if it doesn't turn out the way you wanted it to, like you're still okay. You're still going to be okay. So, so example is, I do Latin dancing, and at first, and I love Latin dancing. and I go out to these dance socials. And at first, I used to wait for the men to ask me to dance because I was afraid to ask the men to dance because I didn't want to be rejected.
Sorry.
Woo!
Sorry.
So I didn't want to be rejected. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start freaking asking men to dance. And then the more that I asked men to dance and I had more experiences of men saying, yeah, sure, I'll dance with you. Now, like, I'm super confident when I go out there and I ask a man to dance because I've done it so many times that, like, I'm not, even if a man did say no, which I don't think I've ever had. I've had a man say no before, but it wasn't because he was like, no, I don't want to dance with you. It was because, like, he was like, oh, I don't really know how to dance. I'm more just here to watch and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But even if I did have a man that was like, no, I don't want to dance, I wouldn't be like, crushed. Because I've had enough experiences where I asked a man to dance and it was fine. And I was okay. So.
And the Latin dance community is so encouraging. They're so nice. That confidence to do that, because it just gets better over time.
Mm-hmm.
I like the advice you had about like being a character when you're dancing. That's good. I thought that's great advice. I can't just sit in the corner the whole time. That is not bad bitch energy. You got to bring the energy. You got because what was one of our pieces was positive body language. You can't just sit in the corner and just like sulk.
You gotta walk in there like you're Beyonce.
Eye contact. And Amanda loves this. Eye contact. That bitch looks stern while she's dancing. Oh my gosh. She's like, dance with me, darling.
I love making eye contact. I've made eye contact with people before.
I love eye contact.
I remember I purposefully made eye contact with some guy that I was talking to, just because it was a little scary to do it. So I was like, let me just do this and like see what happens. So I like made was keeping eye contact with him, and he was like, wow, you like are not afraid to make eye contact with me, and that is so attractive.
It is.
And I was like,
you doing that while you're dancing is crazy. Like, dude, like the sexual energy, like maybe it's just I'm crazy. Like, like Latin dancing is fucking sexy. Man.
That is confidence. A confident person or an insecure person will not look you in the eye. So like, if you want to look confident, the most basic thing you can do is look into a person's eye when you are talking to them. Don't look away all the time. That looks like you're a scared little like animal. Make eye contact.
And if you're scared and you want to work your way up, look at them in the forehead. I was gonna say in the forehead or in the nose.
I mean, don't be creepy about it, but like you can also look them in the eye. But you don't have to be like, oh my God, I'm looking at them in their eyes right now. You can almost be like looking, like I'm looking into your eyes right now, but I'm imagining what's behind you. My awareness is on what's behind you, but I'm looking you in your eye right now.
I'm taking in the fern behind you, and what's that? I had to look over there. It's your seashells. Okay.
Like I'm looking into your eye, but I'm very aware that there's like my picture up there. My feathers are right behind you over here, and my awareness is on those objects right now while I'm looking you in the eye.
I'm actually too good at that because I will totally space out while someone's talking. I'm looking them in the eye. Like you'll be talking, I'm like da 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 in my head. So I'm not because confidence is a choice. Who knows if it's true? Who knows?
No one knows.
Dude, that's so valid.
And it doesn't matter.
Dude, that's so valid. Negative things about himself. If you point out your negative attributes
all the time,
all the time,
you don't know how to take a compliment.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta know how to take a compliment.
Please take compliments.
Thank you.
I hate it when I give someone a compliment and they're like, no, actually.
How in the hell are you going to pursue me and you can't look me in the eye? Look me in the eye? Yeah, like if I want you not want to look us in the eye. I love looking us in the eye. Beautiful. Embrace challenges was one. Positive body language. Use gestures to project confidence. Talk with my hands. Accept imperfections.
Posture.
That's a good one. Posture's big.
Please, if you want to be confident.
Oh, you can't do this. You can't do this.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
You can't do that.
Don't do this.
I found that out.
Put your shoulders back. Sit up straight. You don't have to be like this, but don't be like this.
I wish my chin did look better when we were at the
also angle. Expand your aura. That helps a lot with confidence.
Expand your aura? What does that mean?
So like I learned this from like a long time ago. She said that like if you want to be like really attractive and magnetic to people, you can be in a room like full of a crowd of people. And this is something I do like all the time.
Shoulders back, head up?
No. Okay, so my posture, I'm always aware of my posture. Say to yourself, I expand my aura And then you visualize like your aura expanding and getting bigger and covering the whole room. And it just makes your like,
I feel powerful.
yes, it makes you feel powerful.
I like that.
Like my aura is taking up space in this space. Like my aura is expanding, and it just gives you this like energy.
I felt powerful right then.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're watching this right now, you can do it with us. Ready? We're gonna take a deep breath in. Expand your aura.
I know that sounds very woo-woo, but like,
I mean, just try what we're saying. Or are we confident?
expand your aura. If I feel, if like it works though, like sometimes I'm human, so I'm not perfect. But so sometimes I will be in a social situation and I'll feel like a little bit of like,
that's me dancing.
Just like a little bit like no one's talking to me, blah, blah, blah. But I'll just be like, nope, fix my posture, expand my aura. My aura is big. My aura is magnetic. I'm the most magnetic person in this room right now. I have a light about me. I have that it factor. Like I am it. And you just delulu yourself into thinking that that's true, and then the people around you will start to think that's true.
And you sometimes you have to reassure yourself, like in the delulu, like remind yourself, I truly know my energy is magnetic and my aura is. Some things people have you can't buy. How do you talk to people? How do you flow with conversation? Can you talk about anything with people? Can you keep it cool? Keep it classy? Positive self-talk. We already talked about that. I
love confidence. I just see people who are not confident and they want to be confident. And I just want to like
shake them.
I want to shake them and be like, just be confident. I promise to you, like, you just gotta do it. You gotta do it and do it and do it and do it until it's second nature, because at first you're gonna do it and it's gonna feel like, oh, this is so fake. This I'm not actually confident. Like I'm a fraud. Like people know I'm faking it. It feels weird. It feels just keep doing it.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
And then eventually your brain and your body will start to think that this confidence is real, and then it will be real. That's all it is. So like all these like points of like, oh, do this and do this and try this and try this. We're not saying that like you have to do all of these things if you want to be confident, but those are like tools that you can use to help yourself be confident. But bottom line is, if you want to be confident,
just be confident.
Just do it. Just practice it.
I don't know if I already said this though, but it was accept your imperfections, understand that everyone makes mistakes, and don't let them define your self-worth. Like, don't let your mistakes define you. But honestly, as long as you're learning from what you go through, is anything really a mistake in life? I don't know if I believe in mistakes that much. And then little ones was be kind to yourself. Realize you're not alone. Have a good sense of community. Feel like myself around.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt this good ever. Like, and I feel pretty good sometimes. Yeah. Like, because you feel like you're not alone.
I feel the same way about about like you, like in our friendship. Like, I love that, like, you get me. This is like when we were talking my grandmother, and my grandmother's not getting me, but you're getting me.
Oh yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that someone finally gets me.
No, you're not alone in this world. Switch up your friend group. Writing positively about my higher self has helped me. I write, Deidra is patient. Deidra is self-aware. Deidra is a good friend. Mm-hmm. Like, I write who I want to be and I become that. Mm-hmm. That is what's helped me a lot with my self-confidence.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If you want, like, it will be very helpful to you if you want to be a confident person. Just surround yourself with confident people.
And positive content and positive affirmations. That's why we start the episode with affirmations. Yeah. We want to exude positivity. That is our goal from this podcast. We reassure ourselves. We look in the mirror. We do shadow work. We talk to our inner child. Therapy. Oh my God, I love therapy. ChatGPT is my therapist. ChatGPT. Learn to be assertive. Start saying no. That's one. Start saying no. Recognize what you're good at. We're all good at something, whether it's cooking, singing, doing puzzles, pursuing our friendship. Like, you are good at things I'm not good at, like singing. Like, I always say it, and I truly do mean it. Like, I have this like, I can't even describe it. My charisma is just crazy. Like, I walk into a room and own that room. every room I walk into.
Love it.
And I know that. And
Yeah.
that's my God-given talent is charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And recognize your strengths. Every time you have something negative to say about yourself, don't give yourself criticism, give yourself critiques. Like, this is what I want to work on. This is the good and the bad. What I want to work on, but also what I'm proud of myself for.
Yeah.
Because I can be my worst critic, but also my biggest fan. And you want to advocate for yourself. And a lot of people that entertain. I went to a Cat Williams comedy show. I'm going to talk about that in another episode. Oh, I love Cat Williams. I met Monique behind stage. She invited us behind stage. Oh, it was awesome. But he said during his performance, he's his worst critic. He's not a fan of himself. He looks up to other comedians and he tries to emulate the parts that he likes about them. But yeah, he's like, I'm not really a fan of myself. I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle's. I'm a fan of Mark Curry. So he says, so yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting take on it, right?
Yeah.
What?
That is interesting. I think saying like you're not a fan of yourself may make people think that you mean you don't like yourself, but I don't think that's necessarily true.
What he means, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he means by that. I think it's important to look at the qualities you like in other people, and especially, and this happens a lot, like I get, and I've done it before. I think we've all done it before. We've all looked at other people with envious eyes, with the evil eye, the jealous envy thing. But that's not productive.
I love being productive.
That's not productive. Yeah. If you see something that someone, and you see something in someone, and you're like, oh, I wish I was like that. Instead of like having negative feelings for that person, I mean, like, it must be nice to be that way. Study that person. Look at that person and think, what are they doing that I'm not doing, that I could be doing? What is it about them that I really like, and how can I become that way? Instead of being like, oh, must be nice to be that way. I wish I was that way. Like,
I don't know our struggles. People may see us and think we have it so put together. I'm financially struggling. We have struggles. Like, don't ever envy what someone has, because you don't know what it took to get that.
No.
You don't know what it's like behind closed doors. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. That's where the grass is green.
It takes discipline.
Oh, so much just everything.
You know how much self-work
dropping a gem.
I've had to do the freaking work to become the way that I am today. And people, they look at me and I'm so confident, and they're like, oh man, you're so confident, you're so pretty, you're so talented, blah, blah, put together. Like, I've been this way my whole life. Oh, hell no. I used to be the most insecure, shy, depressed little girl.
So depressed.
So freaking depressed. Oh my gosh. I lost so many friends because my friends could not stand to be around me anymore because I was such a drain.
Valid.
So don't think that I've been this way forever.
It's easy.
And don't think it was necessarily easy.
I
had to put in the time and the freaking effort, years.
The choice every day. Effort. Every day is a choice.
To be the way that I am now. But that's only because I took the long way. I took the hard way.
We took the road less traveled by.
I have to take the long way. The hard way. If you take the advices and you run with it and you actually do it.
We're all hard-headed. We have to learn through experience. Trust me, I'd be so much further in life if I just if I didn't do that.
I did the freaking work. So the evil eye or the envious eyes and think, oh, it must be so nice to be like, it's like, dude, you don't know the work that I still even continue pain the way that I am.
Get to know you, because you do come off so calm, cool, and collected. But knowing you're a human underneath all that, like, it's great. Amanda's a real person. Like, it's crazy. I know, right? Because I'm telling you, and I never got it until I met you. I never understood it, because everyone says I'm intimidating. I'm like, what do you mean? It's because that confidence, baby, it comes off intimidating. People aren't ready for it. And if you are confident, I already said this, surround yourself with other confident people, because there is nothing scarier than someone that envies you. Someone that's unconfident and not like someone that's not secure with themselves around you. That's scary to me. I don't like that energy.
I don't like that energy
I don't like that
when
energy
I
at
know
all.
that someone's around me and they are feeling negative feelings towards me because they're insecure about themselves.
Oh, it's so obvious too. The
It's
projection.
obvious,
The projection
and
so
it doesn't
obvious.
feel good, and I don't want to be around you.
No, you don't deserve to be around me. And yeah, I gotta keep myself safe. We have to keep ourselves safe. Like don't project onto me just because you hate yourself. Go do the self work and then come back around me because I'm in my own world.
That's
I'm in my
I mean, I believe in the evil eye energy. That's why I wear my, evil eye bracelets and
I want one.
and all that stuff.
I want to wear an anklet. Like I'm on house arrest.
Yeah, so I got my anklet. I never take it off. It's
Let me
always
see.
on.
Oh my gosh, those cute toes. You gotta match this. Oh, cute.
I gotta do my toes before I go to Dominican Republic.
God pulled my. Yeah, you're going to Dominican Republic. Oh my gosh, thank you for meeting with me before you went. I'm glad that your closing advice, Amanda, on being confident. Oh, so much advice. So many gems in this episode. So many gems.
For one, I've legitimately pondered this, and I will continue thinking about it. But I legitimately could teach people how to be confident. Like I could literally teach you how to be confident. I could.
We can do a part 2 on this one.
And
day.
I might.
We can do a part 2.
And I might be a whole ass confidence coach one day. But
I can see you doing an elegance class. Yes, I can see it.
I would love it. My end of episode advice is if you want to be confident, you must practice it. You cannot get from not confident to confident by snapping your fingers. I mean, you could. I mean, you could, but that's not realistic.
I mean, if
it's not realistic.
You go to a hypnotist, maybe.
But my advice to you, if you're sitting here watching this and you're like, I would really love to be more confident. I want to be confident like that. Practice it. Just practice it. Like, go in places where no one knows you and just pretend, put on a little character like, I'm a confident girl today. Like, I'm confident. Or just like look in the mirror, like stare at yourself in the mirror and like look at yourself as if you are that confident person. Just do whatever you can to get yourself into the space where you can feel the feelings of what would confidence feel like if I was confident. You just do that more and more and more and more and more, and then your body starts to get used to it and your mind starts to get used to it, and then before you even have realized it's happened, you are now just naturally a confident person.
You form that habit. And it's a habit to form.
It's a habit. That's all.
My advice on how to be confident, my end of episode advice, is make yourself proud. Don't do it for me. Don't do it because Amanda told you to. Don't do it because you really want to impress your mom and dad. Make yourself proud. Because if you do for other people, you will never make them happy because they'll never be truly satisfied. Now, I find multiple motivations in life. I love, like I say, find the peace. I like to find the motivations. Like I'll, for example, working out, like being more active with my nephew motivates me. Like feeling physically fit motivates me. Confidence helps me get out there in the business world. I'm super confident and business savvy. My confidence helps me lead with relationships, new friendships, because you attract the energy you put out there. Energy attracts like-minded energy. But yeah, do it for yourself. Because you want it. Make yourself proud. If putting on that red lipstick makes you feel proud and your grandma or your aunt is too scared to do it because they're scared of a red lip, you do it. You put your makeup on. Who cares what they think? It's what you think that matters, truly, at the end of the day. Thank you for watching. You got this.
Okay.
And have friends that hype you up. Like, you got this. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Ask, and you shall receive. But if at first you don't succeed, try again. But say please.
I hope you found a gem. And if you didn't, then watch this again because we dropped hella gems in this.
Hell yeah, we did.
Thank you for episode 12. When we record again, Amanda will be freshly back from the Dominican Republic, so we'll get this a great scoop on what she experienced, and I will hopefully be up on my finances. Doubt it. Bye, guys. Episode 12. Woo!
girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty.